Amundson Morning Show. It's 8 o'clock hour. Here we are. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
We are
This is me
live.
and Cy right now.
KFAN.com/watch. There we are.
Almost there. Here's Marnie. Here's Parrish. Sauce is back on his way in here in a second.
Well, Zach was just in the hallway
out of my way.
Looked at his phone and said, "Oh crap, the power hour."
Yeah.
So he'll be there in a minute.
We're on right now. I can see us. And there's the top view. Hey, where'd that top view come from? That's weird.
That one?
Camera 5.
Camera 1, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2. I'm so glad somebody got that reference.
Yes,
Way to go, Mark.
Genius.
Hey, Cy Amundson's here.
Hi.
Hi, Cy. Man, the guy's name came to mind for a second, and then it was gone.
A comedian?
Yeah, I've been talking about him on the show like a million times. The guy who wears the hat.
He's like the hickish guy.
Yeah, guy.
Dusty Slay.
Dude,
Dusty Slay, yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I guess he's been around for a long time. He's new to me. But my goodness, is that guy funny.
He's great.
Yeah, it's that silly stand-up thing where when somebody blows up, you're like, yeah, he's been doing clubs for 18 years.
It's the crazy. I had another guy like that too that I was just fun. But it's fun because it's like meeting or finding a band that's got 9 albums, and you go back and you're like, I got all this new music to listen to. It's kind of the same thing.
And he's in that Bargatze universe with all those guys where he's clean but not boring clean. He's funny clean. Like kind of a lot of the stuff you and I talk about, Corey, Tommy Ryman.
Tommy's the best.
Ryan Hamilton and that universe where there's just such a skill level to be that funny and not...
Ryan Regan.
Yes. It's... When you can do that and not be corny, I think it is literally the hardest thing to do in stand-up, and Dusty's very, very good at it.
I'm glad you just brought up Tommy again. I remember, this was, 10, 12 years ago, I had a chance to interview the lead singer of Fair to Midland before they broke up, and very small band, but one of my all-time favorite bands. And I remember when I was going to interview him, because I think the guy is a genius. The lead singer of the band, I think he's an absolute musical genius. And I was trying to how do I word to him that I think you guys should be way bigger and that I'm confused that you're not bigger? Because really what you're saying is you're not a very big band.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is a compliment to be like, you should be so much bigger than you are. Why aren't you bigger? And button bar.
I look at myself in the mirror and say that.
Yeah. But you and I were talking about that. I feel the same way about Tommy Ryman. Tommy is such a genius. And I'm like, why is he not a national big deal? It's so weird to feel awkward saying that, because clearly I mean that as a giant compliment. I think Tommy should be a national name.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think it's the entertainment industry is a unique monster full of happenstance, skill, and all sorts of things. And then you take something like stand-up, which has changed so dramatically. Like Tommy, for years it was, you had Carson made you famous. Then all of a sudden we have 24-hour news and cable and all this stuff. And then it became late night set and Comedy Central. That was the path. And that was the path I was lucky enough to get on. And that's the path that Tommy, there is no universe where if Conan isn't still around, if late night shows are doing stand-up, like Fallon does it once every forever.
Yeah.
And nobody else does it. So it's just now people are just throwing stuff on social media. Tommy, had that universe not ended, Tommy would be in line for every great credit that's available. And he's just so good. I think you have to this is how I've started to look at it, is like, it is, well, Mike Brody last night, he said this great thing. He was talking about how in the 90s, you had Nirvana and Pearl Jam, right? So Nirvana was the biggest band in the world for a little while. And then Pearl Jam just blows up. Then Kurt dies, and then Nirvana's the hugest band. But everybody wondered, like, why all of a sudden Pearl Jam, they go after Ticketmaster, they stop doing music videos, and they go away. And everybody's like, why wouldn't you take this? Why wouldn't you run? Why wouldn't you be this giant thing? And now you look at that scene, Seattle, and everybody, the Melvins, every lead singer in every one of those bands that came out of that scene is dead. And here's Pearl Jam, still making music together. They're still amazing. And so I think when you get later in your career and you can look at yourself, in a different way, I almost think it's more admirable to be someone who is, and maybe this is me projecting, but right. I think my favorite comics are, people like Tommy who are putting out just incredible hours, like his Dry Bar. I mean, he's got great credits, But like he'll be
Just
doing
a little under the radar, though.
And 10 years from now, he might be one of the, like, you never know when it happens. Lewis Black, it happened in his 50s, right?
Well, even Bargatze, right? Like Bargatze has been doing it forever, and then just in the last couple of years, exploded.
Roy Wood Jr. is the greatest example. Roy Wood Jr. was a national headliner on the road doing clubs, and everybody thought he was going to be famous. And then he got on this weird show on TBS, and then it kind of went away. We're like, well, that was the chance. He moves home. He's doing radio. He's doing like a local radio show while touring a bit.
Oh, gross.
Then he gets the Daily Show, and then he does This Is Not Happening, and then and now Roy Wood is doing theaters everywhere. So you never know what's going to happen. And so for guys like Tommy, I just say enjoy them in their current existence, because I think where he's at allows him to create the best stuff.
Marnie, I think I've asked you this in the past, Marnes. Have you ever had a national offer? Have you ever been, courted by MLB Network, NHL Network, NFL Network?
No. And I believe a lot of that is because I don't have an agent. And I don't know if that applies to the comedy world that Cy is talking about as well. And because you can be known around where you live, and you might even think you're a pretty big deal, but the borders around that and how no one hears you or sees you or has any idea about your work outside of that is pretty strong. So I don't know if that's true for Tommy as well, because he tours the country.
He's everywhere.
He tours everywhere, right?
Yeah,
so he's a national headliner.
Yeah,
I'm just surprised he's not a mainstream name.
The owner of Acme, Louis Lee, said this thing to me when I was right before I moved to LA, right when I got an agent, when stuff was starting to happen, that I have found to be the most correct thing about the entertainment industry. He said, nobody who's talented, works hard, and treats people right doesn't get an opportunity. He goes, it might not be the opportunity you want. It might not be the opportunity, when you want it, but it will come. And then it's your job to make the best of whatever that is. And so I think, Marnie's right. There's agents. There's also what is in vogue in those industries at that time. In the last 10 years, we've gone through bro comedy, nerd comedy, gender all identity comedy. It's comedy kind of follows culture, and a lot of people are chasing that. But the great comics, people like Tommy, are just doing what they do and what's authentic to them. So there's just a lot that goes into it.
Matt Bronger is the comedian I was thinking about.
Bronger.
I thought he was brand new, and he's been since the 90s.
Oh yeah.
No. Bronger was on Mad. He was on Mad TV towards the end of the run. Matt Bronger has everybody. You're like, man, who's this new guy? You're like, oh,
Mad TV credits.
I know
He wrote the first Ghostbusters with Reitman.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm telling you, he does this whole bit about changing his baby's diaper. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I'm like, this guy's new. I got to talk about him on the Power Trip. Literally the 90s. I found things from him. So
He's a king.
He's the best.
He
That's
is
good,
funny,
man.
yeah.
That's good. So, hey, one more thing about this, and then we can do sports or whatever. But having Bargatze now twice host Saturday Night Live, do you think that'll open it up for other stand-ups to do? Because I don't know how many times a pure stand-up has done the hosting duties, but it can't be too many.
So they have. They gave it to Louis back in the day. They've given it to Chappelle. And so I just don't, I think, again, the changing industry, you think Louis was a TV star and, Seinfeld was a TV star and all these things. I think what people aren't recognizing is Shane Gillis and Bargatze are stars in this new medium. People know Bargatze as well as they knew Seinfeld when he was getting his TV show because of the access they have.
It's true.
So you go, well, why is Bargatze hosting? He's not Seinfeld. He's not one of these people, but he is that known in this. These guys are some of the people at the top of the industry, Shane, Segura, Burt, they are playing full sports arenas, 14,000 human beings. So
the State Fair, right? Bargatze. It was 14 to 15K when we saw him, a month and a half ago.
If I may,
Crazy.
I said one last thing, but I lied to you. I made a joke about this a couple of weeks ago. Nobody laughed.
Paul said, though,
super
joke.
Super healthy that you're holding that.
Well, but it was a joke, but it was also kind of an observation. There's cover bands, right?
Yeah.
When you come up with 30 minutes of material that changes your life. It's the best stuff. It's and it's go. But then you got to come up with 30 more minutes and then an hour and then a more. And that 30 minutes you did 7 years ago, you probably never do again. That's kind of sad to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to hear Elton John's Tiny Dancer for the rest of my life. It's weird that there's no comedy cover bands. I know it's dumb, but it seems sad to me that you create this genius work and you can't even pick up a book and read it. It's just gone into the ether.
It's a lot of us hate ourselves. So
welcome. Hi, good to meet you.
We're happy. We're happy to flush stuff when it's gone. But I think the other thing, stand up is so, and all art is, right? Music is. But there's something about bands that they put out their first out. You've been working 10 years to get famous, 15 years to get famous, and then you put that album out, and it's the culmination of your entire, these 10, 15 years. That's why people can't always follow it up in that way.
Yeah, sure.
Whereas stand-up, you are creating from the beginning, and there's just this idea of create it, build it, and on to the next thing. Because like you said, that's the only, so it's more of an evolution based as a build to a launch for people who really make it. And Chris Rock said this thing, and I'm going to butcher it, but basically he was like, if people see me on TV and then they come see me in person and I'm doing something different than what I saw on TV, and then they come see me again and I'm doing something different, I have a fan for life. Because what you have as a stand-up is your perspective and like the character that you've built around your personality.
Right.
And Corey, you said this off air. You said Tommy could say, I walked into the store and you would start laughing.
For me, he's at that point. I just laugh at anything that dude says. His cadence is just a killer.
And that's what you're building.
Yep.
You're building the way, you're not necessarily building the material. You're building the way you look at the world. And there comes a point where you fall off a cliff because you're not in touch with young people and stuff like that anymore. But like you look at guys like Chad Daniels, Chappelle's the greatest example in that, the 2004 special, For What It's Worth, which is my favorite of all time, where he goes, word, and he can just say the word, and you're like, how is that the funniest thing?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. You're just flushing this stuff because you're not necessarily building towards material. You're building towards a presence.
You have that, man. I mean, I know what you're saying because I noticed it last night. The way you express your reaction to weird situations.
Yes.
When you're telling a story, that makes me laugh, man. Yeah. You do that. And the dude who, I'm sorry, I forget his name, the guy from Philadelphia.
Blake Wexler.
The way he
was
stood
great
at the front of the stage.
Almost leaned.
Leaned towards the audience. Like that was his bit, right?
So I directed Blake's special. It's called Daddy Longlegs. It's on YouTube. And so normally you set your cameras up and you cut between them. But because Blake is like a weird, you hit on it exactly. He's like kind of this oscillating little boy. Right. And so we told the editor, we're like, just chase him. And so the whole thing, you're always bouncing from right to left to right to left to middle to right to left. And it works so perfectly, but it's because it's in the vein of who he is and what he does.
He was great.
Yeah, he was super funny.
I'd never seen his stuff until last night. I was laughing the entire set. He was fantastic.
He was great.
The algorithm bit about shark attacks and surfers was A+.
So good, yeah.
All right, we're running way,
but I could talk
late.
about comedy all day.
I know,
love
it's the
it, man.
best.
I wish I could do it. That's so much fun. I love it.
All-time fastest Fan 5. Ready? The Lynx beat the Liberty 95-93, game one of the WNBA Finals. The Wild beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. That was the first game of the season for the Minnesota Wild. The Twins are up for sale. The Gopher football team is at UCLA tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The Vikes are off this weekend. They host Detroit a week from Sunday. The Jets stripped Nathaniel Hackett of play-calling duties. The Niners and Brock Purdy won 36-24 over the Seattle Seahawks. And that's enough. Up next,
shame.
$75,500 maybe up for grabs. Initials.
Up next, it's the Initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the Initials jackpot next on The Fan.
The Power Hour continues. You can watch it live at KFAN.com/watch. We're also live on Twitter/X as well, and Facebook and everywhere else. KFAN.com/watch. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. It's time for Initials Game 543 on the Power Trip with your host, Corey Cole.
Let's go around the room. Sauce, game 543. What happens if you win today?
I am sponsored by my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. They are the absolute best. If I win today, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win $100 to put towards restocking your freezer at 7th Avenue Pizzas. All 7th Avenue Pizzas at Brinks Market are on sale for $6.99.
Brinks, that's in Chisago. That's my growing up grocery store right across the street. I used to bike to Brinks. That's crazy. Good for 7th Ave. Chris, what happens if you win?
I'm sponsored by Radco and Radco.com. You'll receive 10% off your entire order now through Monday in store or online at Radco.com when you use the promo code Initials. Discount doesn't apply to toppers. You've been with me forever. Thank you, Radco.
Marnie.
My besties at Great Clips sponsor me, so if I win today, tweet me, tag Great Clips today through the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips salons.
You can't do that. You can't say Tiger Lily Gold is your besties and Great Clips is your besties as well.
Lying
Who are you closer
somewhere
with?
You're lying.
Great Clips or Tiger Lily Gold?
I love everyone.
Okay. Mark Parrish, what happens if you win?
You know what? Let me try.
You got it? Okay,
I'm
cool.
going to get
All
it
right.
early.
I'm going to try reading.
No, I'm not. I'm going to try and go on memory.
Oh, let's see.
I am sponsored by my besties at ABC Will Help. And if I win today, tweet at me, at Mark D. Parrish, and tweet at ABC Will Help. Now to the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win a $100 Visa gift card.
Yeah, thank you, American Building Contractors. ABC,
right?
American Building Contractors. Thank you.
Cy, what happens if you win?
If I win, which is highly unlikely, given I'm going on 2 hours of sleep from the festival last night, I'll give away 100 free tickets to Mike Winfield's show tonight.
I don't believe you for a second.
I will. I'll do it.
You can get the home version at initialsgame.com. You can also go to initialsgamelive.com. There are places all over the Twin Cities. You can play this at bars and restaurants. It's seven active locations already on a weekly basis, but by the end of the year, it's about 30 or so. So all over the Twin Cities. Go play Initials at initialsgamelive.com.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yes.
God,
Not that.
I creep myself out on that one. Let's go. Go, guys.
All right, before we play game 543, one of you has a crack at $75,500.
Now it's time for the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
That's right. The St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot is currently $75,500. You're looking to buy a new car or save money in your current car loan? We'll do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union, now offering car loan rates as low as 6.29%. Apply today at stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Do you remember how crazy we lost our minds with 31,500?
Yeah.
Because it was so cool.
It was.
This is
It was sweet.
75.5.
Yeah.
That's so much money.
Yep.
It goes up $500 every week. If you get one letter in the right spot, you win $250. But if you say both, you win the progressive jackpot thanks to
Hell
St. Paul
yeah.
Federal Credit Union. $75,500.
The best.
That's an insane amount of money. All
Yes,
right.
it is.
All right, random caller. What is your name and where are you from?
Paul.
Steve McGuire.
Oh, here's
I'm in
Steve.
Northholm.
Hi, Steve. Steve, where are you
Steve?
from?
I'm in Northholm right now.
Northholm?
He's got multiple.
Well,
North.
Okay. You know what? I can't really hear what you're saying, Steve. It doesn't matter where you live because with 75.5, you can probably move. Steve, all you have to do, Steve, is say the right two letters. What letters are you guessing?
I'm guessing ER.
E-R.
Mateys.
E as in Easter, R as in rabbit.
Rectal.
Or rectal.
Correct.
All right, Steve is going ER for a shot at $75,500. Does he have at least one for $250?
Come on, give it to him now.
come on,
Or
Steve.
is he
Let's
the
go.
third ever winner of
It's
the
time.
St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot? Steve is going to ER. He's going home with nothing. Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Daddy.
All right, everybody. The initials for game 5, 4, 3.
Hit me.
2-1. Last
Very good, Paul. That would have been next in that sequence.
Kiss a hot dog.
The initials GC.
All right, good guys. Let's go.
The letter
Good
G
guys.
and then the
I knew
letter
it.
C. 12 items. We play best out of 12. Yellow, your name. Your name is your buzzer. This can be people, places, things, phrases. You guys get the rules.
Let's go.
Here's number 1 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Can feature galleries.
Clue number 2.
This is designed.
Paul.
Yeah.
Granite countertops.
Wow.
Okay. Sauce out for the rest of number 1.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Clue number 3.
Has a number of flags.
Oh, no, wrong.
Marnie.
Marnie.
Golf course?
That's right.
Okay.
It's a golf course.
Let's go.
All right.
Good people.
That's real good.
This is going to be a long day.
Nice job,
Look at you,
Marnes.
Marnesy.
Nice job, Marnesy.
Get it, Barnes. Nicely done.
Let's go.
Sauce, I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of
Barnes,
faith
here
in you.
we
When you
go.
rang in, I assumed you had it.
Yeah.
Because a golf course is something you're
But
very familiar with.
The first two fit. Gallery's a type
Sure.
of kitchen. They
Sure.
are designed.
Sure.
I thought you were getting tricky.
A gallery's type of kitchen. Okay.
Yeah, gallery
Yeah,
kitchen.
yeah. It
I
took
have
me a
one.
second, but then yeah.
I mean, it's just a
Barney's on
I
the
think it's-
board.
yeah.
Here's number 2 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Often exceptionally talented or successful.
Oh. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Clue number 2.
Often gets the majority of the attention.
Clue number 3.
Has a brother or sister.
Clue number 4.
Can lead to tension among siblings.
Paul,
Yep.
golden child?
Dang it! That was killing me.
That is
Child,
the golden child.
Child. The Guinness child.
Attaboy, Saucy.
The Guinness child. That is a
That
golden
would have been
child.
on mine.
That's a great.
Is that you, Sus?
Golden
Is that
Child,
the-
Eddie
I
Murphy.
love that
Amen.
movie, man.
Amen.
No.
Oh, Attaboy, Saucy.
So don't
I would assume my sister
Golden.
is the
Favorite
golden
child. But
That's right. That's where I was. Yeah.
Sauce has one. Marnie has one.
All right, here we go,
Here's
good guys.
number 3 of GC.
Come on, Cy.
Clue
Here we
number
go,
1.
Cy. You're a good guy, too.
Doesn't
Well,
have to
pass.
be, but is almost exclusively black.
Clue number 2.
Used for protection.
Clue number 3.
Used to transport.
Clue number 4.
This is shaped like the item it holds.
Clue number 5.
Has a handle. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This often has a soft, plush padding so the instrument isn't damaged.
Hawk.
Hawk was first.
Guitar case.
Dang it.
Nice job, Hawk. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good guys.
Thank you.
Beat me right to it.
Thank you.
Attaboy.
Thank you.
Guitar.
Attaboy, Hockey.
Thank you.
Case.
Thank you.
what do you know about it, Hawk?
Nothing.
He's a bunch of them.
I really do.
He puts a lot.
Parrish probably does too.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Marnie has one. Sauce has one. Hawk has one. Parrish yet to score. Cy regretting not sleeping in.
You got this, Cy.
Two in my wheel.
there's 9 to go.
Of course. Guitar case. Son of a.
Here's number 4 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Used to identify.
Clue number 2.
Is a symbol of sorts.
Marnie.
Yeah.
Green card?
Oh, good guess.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
That's real good.
Yeah,
man.
not bad at
It's
all.
wrong, but
Thanks,
it's real
everybody.
good.
All right, Marnie out for the rest of number 4.
Clue number 3.
Associated with groups.
Clue number 4.
Commonly connected to red or blue.
Clue number 5.
Commonly has an association with a territory. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Clothing, hats, and bandanas often... Paul was first.
Gang colors.
Dang it, Lord. I am woofta.
Gang
This is a long break for me, I guess. A little too long.
Cy was a split second late there.
Hating that a lot.
Sauce
That was my
has
comeback,
2 and takes the lead. Hawk has 1. Marnie has 1. 8 to go. Everybody's still absolutely in this. Here's number 5 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Most often dark.
Clue number 2.
Is consistently dangerous.
Clue number 3.
Is considered corrupt.
Paul. Gotham City.
That's right.
Oh, my Lord, Sauce.
Good one.
My Lord,
All right.
Sauce.
Saucy Saucerson. Gotham City.
That's pretty good.
Good one.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Daddy-O's.
You're welcome.
Said that one with anger.
Well, it's a dark place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cy.
Yeah.
Were you ever the golden child?
What is a golden child?
Favorite.
No,
Saldo Numsi.
my sister is.
Yeah.
Sauce has 3. Hawk and Marnie each have 1. Here's number 6 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Sometimes associated with safety or survival items.
Clue number 2.
One of the words is a piece of clothing.
Clue number 3.
Can feature sunglasses.
Clue number 4.
Often features documents.
Clue number 5.
This is used for storage.
Paul. Glove compartment.
That's right. Sauce is running away with game 543. We're halfway through the game, and Sauce has 4
inches.
Ooh.
No, I wish.
Sauce with
Saucy. Holy cow.
Yeah, no kidding. Halfway through the game, Sauce is just a couple away from locking this thing up already.
Okay, come on. We got this. We
Yeah,
are.
Come on,
here we
Hogs
go.
Daddy.
Let's go. Good guys. We got
Sauce
this.
4,
Good people.
Hawk 1, Marnie 1, Cy and Parrish yet to score. Here's
Hi.
number 7 of GC.
Clue number 1.
These exist, but the phrase is most commonly used as a metaphor.
Clue number 2.
Commonly associated with challenges or barriers.
Clue number 3.
This has an association with higher levels of success.
Clue number 4.
In a literal...
Cy.
Cy.
Glass ceiling.
That's right.
Well done, Cy.
Couldn't go home with a 0.
Glass
Attaboy.
ceiling inside
Nice
on the
job.
board.
Needed that.
All right.
Emotionally, I
Attaboy.
emotionally needed that.
There we go. Good guys.
Sauce has a 3-point lead with
Nice.
5 to go, though, so you're on the brink. Not quite yet, but on the brink.
Nice job.
Gang
Feel it
colors.
coming. Let's
Time to
go.
go now.
Sauce
Here we
with
go,
4,
Marms.
Hawk, Marnie,
me.
and Cy with 1 each. 5 items left. Here's number 8 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Is white.
Clue number 2.
Often appears in rounds or logs.
Clue number 3.
One of the words is an animal.
Marnie?
Go for it.
Goat cheese?
That's right.
Let's go, Marnes!
Wow.
Nice job.
That was very good, Marnie.
Pretty good.
That's really
Very
That was
good.
good.
Well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
That's
That
the
way,
first
Marnes.
animal that came to my mind.
Was
I
goat?
don't know. Yes.
Interesting. Well, you're the goat. Sauce has 4, but Marnie gets point number 2.
Nice job, Marnes.
Or that.
There are 4 to go. Parrish, you need all of them.
Yeah, I need to get
not out yet, though.
real quick.
Sauce with 4,
It's
Marnie
happened.
with 2, Hawk and Cy each have 1. Here's number 9 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Can be a person.
Clue number 2.
Often associated with technology.
Clue number 3.
Has substantial impact.
Clue number 4.
Is an idea or innovation.
Clue number 5.
Some athletes are described as this.
Cy.
Game changer.
That's right. Stupid gang colors.
That is a game changer.
Yeah,
Cy,
good one,
you're
Cy.
not out of this.
So I missed
Good
golf
one.
course, guitar case, and game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Well, you had to have been one. I mean, it's just too easy today. It's too easy today.
That was good.
I mean, you were on the Olympic team. We tease because we love.
Absolutely. I would.
You're the only
if you-
Olympian in the room.
If you guys were nice to me, I would think you hate me.
Good point. All right, so Parrish.
Boy, Cy. Good guys.
Parrish is mathematically out, but keep playing. Everybody else is still in this,
trying.
though. But Sauce, you have a 2-point
on,
lead
Parrish.
with 3 to go. You get any of the
Here we
remaining
go.
3, and you're the winner. But Hawk, you
we
need
go.
all
All right,
Daddy.
3. Sauce, here we go.
Marnie and
me out,
Cy,
Parrish.
2 back with 3 to go. Sauce going for the win. Here's number 10 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Most commonly associated with school.
Clue number 2.
From 2009 through 2015, a popular TV show was about one.
Clue number 3.
Is a Hawk.
Guidance counselor.
Oh, thank you for taking that bullet.
Fantastic.
I was teetering on coming in on that.
Very good guess.
Absolutely fits. Absolutely wrong, but otherwise, no problem there. Hawk out for the rest of number 10.
Clue number 3.
Is a group.
Paul.
For the win.
Glee Club.
That is it. That is a
God dang it.
Sauce.
Dang it. Nice job,
Oh,
dude.
man. Sauce back-to-back wins. Nicely done. All right, 2 to go. Let's run up the score, Sauce. When was the last time you put up a 7? Let's go. You can do this.
I've never been a 7.
Yeah, that is correct. Here's number 11 of GC.
Clue number 1.
Are rectangular.
Paul. Graham Cracker.
Marnie, greeting card.
What? Are you kidding me? Marnes.
Did I win?
No, but that's crazy
Like
good.
the pressure's off and you start racking up.
Graham
You're
Cracker.
the
I know it
Kirk
doesn't matter,
Cousins
but
of initials.
yeah, it doesn't matter. But I
Brilliant.
said rectangular.
Get to say those now?
Brilliant, Cy.
Holy cow, Marnes!
That was good, Barnes.
I wish that one mattered. That
I
was
know.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that was
Too
a
bad
great
I'm
one.
too
Can you
good at
imagine
this.
my Sally if that mattered?
Oh, man.
I am on the table.
I would have been. I'm in danger zone. If you,
God dang, Marnes. Sauce has 5, Marnie has 3, Cy has 2, Hawk has 1. Come on, Parrish, get this one.
Come on.
All right, to avoid the
Something ring a
shutout,
bell here.
here's number 12 of GC. Final one.
Clue number 1.
Sometimes selected to blend in.
Clue number 2.
These are often abandoned after using.
Paul.
Go for it.
Giant Crank.
I mean, you could probably take it seriously, though. But whatever. Out for the rest of number 12.
Double buzzer.
Clue number 3.
Part of a plan.
Clue number 4.
Are used to escape.
Mark.
Mark.
Getaway car.
You got one. You got one. You got one.
Good one.
You got one.
Good one, Penny.
Sauce, you win yet again. Back-to-back weeks, right? Is that 2 in a row? 2 in a row, I think. You won last week with Maxo, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, back-to-back. What happens now that you've won?
Thank you, Corliss Cove. Now that I've won, tag me and 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday, and one of you will win $100 to put towards restocking your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
Sure.
Thanks, Rose.
Lost in the shuffle, Marins, man. Greeting card was crazy good.
That was excellent.
Glass
Yeah.
ceiling, Cy.
Why?
Goat cheese.
I just
Yeah, go
gang
cheese. too.
colors.
Gotham City saucy.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Yeah. Giant crank.
I sucked.
Yeah. Giant crank.
I really thought this was my list because great clips.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
at all.
The only one I thought of. The only one I thought
That's tiebreaker, too.
was,
Great
of
clips.
course,
Yep.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
That was the
about
only
George
one I could
Clooney?
think of.
Yeah, Clooney,
Yeah,
too.
no,
yeah.
just
General
Carlin.
contractor.
Just Carlin.
I had Gulf Coast.
None of those were in.
I was trying to fit General into just about every single one of them. That didn't work out well for me.
Is Giant Crank one of the tiebreakers, Score?
No, it was grilled cheese and great clips, not giant crank. Sorry,
sorry
Zach.
about
This is not your list.
Wow.
This is not Initials After Dark.
Honestly, I love that. I'm all in on Initials After Dark. I don't know if you just thought of that,
Where
but
you were going with that one?
start the Patreon.
That's essentially the Cards Against Humanity version.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Initials After Dark.
It would be the exact same game, just a lot of F words in the clues,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I would get those.
This week's initials are once again FS.
Clothing, hats, and effing bandanas are
Just a single letter this time. C.
Well played.
Clue number 1. All of you ring in.
I feel like the jackpot would go off a lot more in that game.
It really would.
true.
Yeah, it
That's
would,
a good
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
All right. Sauce wins again.
to go, Mike.
$76,000 up for grabs next Friday.
Very impressive, Saucy boy.
Yeah, thanks.
Cy had something for you, though. He's pissed at himself back here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you were talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, you had something for him, man.
Yeah, there were just 2 that you were a split second late. If those 2 go the other way, it's maybe a win.
I think I am too competitive to come play this game without taking it way more seriously. And then I think the amount of seriously I would take it, even though everybody takes it seriously, that would be a pathetic amount of serious.
Got it.
And my wife would be like, "Hey, have you talked to our son in a while?" And I'd be like, "Initials next week, babe. Why don't you pump the brakes on this attitude?" So I don't think I'm very healthy at this, but I will one day reign supreme.
Tommy Ryman last night was telling me how his family was so proud of him that he got to play in the tournament this summer. And I go, Tommy, you got shut out. He goes, they were just so proud of me that I was there.
He got drafted, in a cup of coffee.
That's how you become an artist, when
That's
your
right.
parents are proud of you showing up.
Yeah, correct.
and epically failing.
Yeah.
Well said.
Oh, man.
What was the other one you were really close on, Tommy, besides gang colors?
That's Cy.
That's Cy.
Gang Colors and Gotham City, I think you were right behind on.
I felt really upset about that.
Yeah, that one.
Hey, Cy, what is Cy short for?
My grandpa's name was Cyril.
Oh, okay.
Cyril,
Sure, yeah.
and then my brother just named his new son Cyril, so we could all feel conflicted and confused about that for the next 50 years.
Interesting.
Right.
And
So-
will they call that child Cyril?
He is Cyril. He's not allowed to be Cy, is what I've been told. And then every family event I go to, they call him Little Cy.
Yep.
And hate it. Don't love it. You selfish boy. And plus, I don't think nephews need to be named after you. I just don't think that makes sense.
I have a nephew named Chris Hockey, right? I mean, obviously. And he calls me from time to time, and I'm always like, wow, this is real weird.
It is weird, right?
That's my name coming up on my phone.
Was there an elder Hockey?
Nope.
So you're the first Chris.
I'm the first.
And then they doubled down on
Yep,
a Chris.
He's the second.
Was he named after you specifically,
Sure.
like to honor you?
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's very
Sure,
sweet.
yeah.
It's the best.
Sure, yeah.
Well, it's like Lil Dov, who'll be born in January.
Yep, correct.
Lil Dov
Little
Lamberger.
Well, that's
Dov
named
too.
after the father, though.
Oh.
Dov Jeffrey Lambert, old DJ Lambert.
Brett the Hitman Lambert.
The
Are we just
little-
throwing
Yes.
stuff out?
The little is named after Dad. Dov is named after his uncle.
That is a strange
You guys are real
Dov
close.
Pizza
phenomenon
Lambert.
of that you boys sometimes do is name kids your own name, like Junior.
Yeah.
We don't, as women, we don't do that, and I find it a little odd.
Well, I find it odd that you guys don't name your junk, because we do.
An obvious transition from that thing to the other thing.
No.
That took a hard right turn. Hawk
it
grabbed the
literally
wheel
made
and took it in the direction he
My
wanted to
brain
go.
just woke up.
cramped when you said that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Me and Gloria are out of here.
No,
Gloria?
That is a great
I was going
name.
to say, Gloria, does she perform at the Grand Ole Opry?
Brilliant.
I'm going to leave the Tiger Lily Gray jokes away.
Oh,
Those away for today.
Jeez.
no, she said, oh, never mind. Never mind.
Don't.
Everybody,
What?
Zach knows what I was about to say.
So do I.
Okay, anyway. All right, show's over. That's
I'm
enough.
getting out of here. Me and Norman need a little. We're getting out of here.
There you go.
Parrish, good to see you, buddy. When can people
Excellent
watch you on
job.
TV next?
You can watch me this weekend.
All
I'll
right.
be working Saturday tomorrow when the Wild host the Seattle Kraken, and then head up to play the Jets, who absolutely stomped on Connor McJesus in the Oilers.
Man, beat Aaron Rodgers, man. I hate that guy.
Cy, when can people see you or where?
Just listen to Chad and I's podcast. The show is sold out for this weekend at the festival. So middle of somewhere on iHeart
Awesome.
or all the places you get your podcast apps.
Marnie, when can people see Gloria next?
she'll be here on Tuesday. Meantime, just
Don't bring her when Rosie's here.
Oh, dear Lord.
He's going to want to meet Gloria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, when are
I'll be
you
here
working next?
Yeah, I'll be here next week. I actually have a Wolves. I'm doing 2 preseason games next week.
Awesome.
Play-by-play Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, nice.
I'll be here on Tuesday. In the meantime, Jessica Chan tonight.
It's a big one.
Let's go. Let's
Singing
go.
Gloria.
Brilliant.
Go,
You shouldn't have said that. That Gloria thing's never going
correct.
away now.
Yeah.
I think I got your number.
Great song.
Oh, the blues.
9 to noon is next. Everybody have a great weekend.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba. Love you.